All right, good afternoon again, everyone. I was just waiting a bit to see if we would get some more persons on, but seeing that we're 10 minutes past the time, I guess we can begin now. All right, so before we begin, I'll just share a word of prayer. So let's pray. Our Father, who art in heaven, Lord, we gather again, Father, to share, Lord, knowledge with each other and also to learn new technologies. I pray now, Lord, that as we go into this session, Lord, that we will find this tool, Father, to be of use to us. May we all be able, to, Lord, to grasp the concepts, dear God. Bless and guide us now, is my prayer in Jesus' name. Amen. All right, so just confirming, is everyone hearing me, loud and clearly?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, so last week we would have went through the Flipgrid platform, and I hope that you guys are finding that fun so far, and that you guys will be able to use that in your sessions that you'll be having. But today we'll be looking on something a bit different, but still similar to what was done last week as well. So what we're looking on is EdPuzzle platform, right? So the EdPuzzle platform is basically a video-based platform that allows you to add quizzes to your videos that you would share to your students. It allows you to make edits to different videos as well, right? And you can also do voiceovers over your videos. So those are the three main features of this platform, right? So now actually on the EdPuzzle platform, as you're seeing now, right? So as I was saying, these are the features that it actually allows for. It allows you to make any video for your lessons. It reinforces accountability. So that means it checks if your students are actually watching the videos that you uploaded. And as you can see, it also allows you to see how many times they would have watched the video and to see if they're actually grasping the concept of the lesson that you're trying to bring across to them. And it also engages students. So instead of the traditional face-to-face thing, the synchronous or asynchronous learning, it actually allows you to actually do videos so that they can be a bit more interactive and actually learn at their own pace. And it saves time as well, right? So you can use videos from multiple platforms. You have YouTube, Khan Academy, and Crash Course, and a lot more, right? So those are the features of the platform itself, right? And to get to the platform, where you'd go to is the URL is edpuzzle.com. That's edpuzzle.com, and I'm sharing that in the chat now. So while I'm going through the lessons, you guys can go on the site, and if you choose to follow along, you can do that as well. All right, so back to the platform. So once you go to that URL, edpuzzle.com, the first thing that you would want to do, seeing that you guys are new to the platform, is to click the sign up button, right? And you should be seeing two buttons. I am a teacher and I am a student. And I guess that is self-explanatory, right? The I am a teacher allows you to sign up as a teacher, and the I am a student, this is the link that your students would use to sign up to the platform itself, All right, so I'm just going to click on the I am a teacher button. And EdPuzzle is actually linked to your Gmail accounts. So you can sign up with your Gmail account, or you can choose to sign up with EdPuzzle using a different account. That's if you would have a Yahoo or a an Hotmail email. I know some persons are still using that, right? But for me, I'm just going to use the sign in with Google. And I would recommend you using this, seeing that your NCU emails are basically linked to Gmail, right? And I would have gone ahead and created a few accounts already, so I'm just going to use one that I may not have used. Okay, let me just go back a bit. All right, so I'm just going to use another account. Okay, so once you click on the account that you choose to use, it would ask you to fill out, to actually create a password, because it would use your first name from your Gmail account and your last name as well. And it will automatically pull the email address as well, right? And you would want to create a password. Just create one. And you would need to click on the agree to EdPuzzle terms and services. Now you can go ahead and read that in your private time, just to see what the terms are and its policies. So just check that box, create new account. So it's telling me that the email is already taken. That is because I would have actually created one already using this email. So I'm just going to log in. All right, and once you're in, you would land on this page, which is the home page, right? And on the home page, you should be seeing a few things there. You should be seeing a few videos that were made already by teachers on the platform itself. And you can go ahead and use some of these videos that were already uploaded, and to see exactly how they're actually being used, or the platform is being used by other lecturers from all across the world. Okay, so you should be seeing also the name of the school that you would have been enrolled in. I'm just going to click on that. And you can search for different subject areas. So some teachers are actually using the platform already on campus. Right, it said 15 teachers in Northern Caribbean University. Just click on that to see the different lecturers that are actually in. Right, and you can also filter by department. Okay, and at the top you should be seeing grade book and classes, my classes as well, right? So the grade book allows you to see the assignments that were done already by your students, right? And my classes allow you to see the classes that you would have read, right? So on my left, you're seeing that I am currently enrolled in 3 classes, and I can also go ahead and add a new class, but we will be coming back to that. You can also go ahead and make changes to your profile. On mine, you should be seeing that I have a profile picture already there, right? So I'm just going to click on that, then click on my name to edit the profile. And you can go ahead and make changes to your first name and last name and your email address. And from there, you can also change your password as well. And it integrates well with our Moodle that we use. We're currently checking with Eunice to see how best they can integrate it with Arian. So we're still awaiting some update after that. So you're seeing that it is integrated with our Moodle platform that we use currently in distance education department. You can also change the settings as well. So in the privacy, you see that you can either make your EdPuzzle videos public or private, right? So the private only allows your videos to be shared with your students. But if you make that public, it would be seen by anyone that actually uses the platform itself. Now, the assignment settings now. So as I said, EdPuzzle is basically a video-based platform that allows you to assign, give assignments to students. Sorry, right? So you will have, you can either choose to allow them to prevent skipping. So once that is on, it means that the students cannot click on different areas of the video and move on to different sections of the video without watching the entire video itself, right? And once you disable that, it means that they can go ahead and skip through the video. Closed captions as well. That's where you would actually see the words coming on the screen as a talk, right? So students will not be able to see those closed captions once this is off. You can go ahead and enable that as well, or disable, depending on what you choose. And you can update yourself. So these are contact preferences, right? So you can update these at any times. So once those are checked, it means that you will be getting emails of different things that are happening on the EdPuzzle platform. Okay, so I'm just going to go back to my classes again. Okay, and as I was saying earlier, you should be seeing where I am currently enrolled in 3 classes, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and create a new class. So I'm just going to add a new class. And as I was saying earlier, EdPuzzle is integrated well with Google itself. So you can go ahead and integrate it with your Google Classroom. That's if you're using Google Classroom. But the main feature that we'll be using is create a new class. All right. So before we go on, any questions? As seen in the chat, is the chat enabled for everyone? Yes, it is. So you guys can go ahead and type your questions or enable your mics. You guys can go ahead and enable your mics. So any questions so far as we go through?
Question. When you were looking at those courses on the left side, you said you were enrolled.
Yes.
Were you enrolled or you were facilitating?
Okay.
Were you the
I
student
was
or the teacher?
facilitated. No, I am the
Right.
teacher in these courses.
So you're
So we're seeing
facilitating.
Alpha course. Yes, correct.
Okay.
So we're seeing Alpha course and faculty orientation course. These are brought over from our Moodle platform itself. Right? So I'm just going to add a new class. You would want to scroll down a bit to see that. And create a new class. So I'm just going to call this Intro to EdPuzzle. As the name of the class. And you can also add a description. And a class type. Now, as I was saying earlier, you can either choose to make that class private or public. And these are the features as well. So you can make that into a classic, or you can make it open where anyone on the platform can actually see your class. So I'm just going to choose a classic and create class. Okay, so once the class is created, you should be seeing it on the left-hand side again, Intro to EdPuzzle. And once that is in blue, it means that you're actually on that class now. Right, so if I click on Intro to Technology, you should be seeing the things that were uploaded in that class. Same for faculty orientation and so. So back to Intro to EdPuzzle. Okay, and you should be seeing 3 tabs right here. Due assignments, the due dates, and the class members. Right? So when you actually upload an assignments, the students will be you will be seeing the assignments on this tab. And if you have due dates, you should be seeing them under there. And you should also be able to see the class members. Okay, so the next thing that we would want to move on to is adding students to the class, right? So to do that, you would go to the invite students button right here. Actually invite the students. So I can go ahead and share the link via email, or you can just copy the link and send it to your students. So I'm just going to copy the link and send it to you guys now, so you can check in your email for you to enroll. And it would just be a link, edpuzzle.com/ and the code that you're seeing on the screen now. Right, so that was sent to your email. You can check if you guys had gotten that and just try joining the class now. You can also choose to share it via email, right? So I'm just going to share that as well. Okay, so to actually share the link with your students, you would just click the copy link and go back to your email address. So whether your Gmail account or any other Google account that you actually have. So you can.
It's asking a password though.
It asking for a password.
Yes.
Okay, I wouldn't have added any password. Let me check on that. Let me see why that is. Okay, the class was actually locked, so I'm just going to unlock that. No, it was unlocked. You said you clicked on the link, Mrs. Thompson?
Yes, I actually clicked on the link and it asked me for my username. I put in one, and then it says password
Okay, this is that.
because it doesn't give you a log. Should I go back to sign in with Google rather
Yes,
than just going into what? If I were a student and I didn't have Google, I thought you said it would still work.
yes, it should work. It should work. Once I have the link, you should be able to log in.
All right, well, let me try to sign in with Google and see if that works.
Okay, let me try as well.
Okay, yes, that works.
Okay, so you're in now.
Yes, that works. Yeah, sign in with Google.
Okay, okay. So I'm just going to go back to the class members list, and I'm seeing where Mrs. Thompson would have joined in. I'm not sure if anyone else is having any challenge doing so.
Are we to join in the class now?
Yes, yes, that is what I was saying. I sent it to your email.
You sent to my email. All right.
Mhm. Okay, and once, as I was saying, you can see the students in the class once they join, and from there you can also go ahead and remove students from the class or edit their names. So I can go ahead and change the name of a student. I can reset a password for them. So I would create a password for them and send that password to the student. Or I can remove that student from the class. Right? So you would use this, say for instance, a link would have been sent to someone that should not have been a part of the class. You can go ahead and remove them from that class. And the next option that is there, you can choose to lock the classroom. I'm not going to do that now because I know that you guys are actually signing in now.
I actually went into clicked on the link, but I don't see myself in the class.
Okay, let me refresh my page. I'm still seeing only one.
Did you sign in with Google, your regular school account?
Yes, miss. It's taking me to the account that I created for the class. As we were going, I created one class and I could see mine.
Right, it would take you to the one that you might have signed up for yourself, but it should also take you into this if you put in that, if you clicked on the link that was sent to you.
I'm not seeing that class. I'm only seeing what I created.
Okay, go back and refresh your Google email and see if you see the email again from Mr. McCullough with that class code CUZKAWW and click on that. It would be at the end of something that says EdPuzzle/PUDS, whatever that is.
Sure, I'm there. Yes. CUZKAWW.
Right.
I click.
And then join with Google. Go down, scroll down some to the bottom of the page and say join
Oh,
with Google and then use back your school email.
it doesn't ask me that. Maybe because I'm logged in, so I have to log out from.
Yeah, so
Yes.
yes, so you may need to log out first before. Okay, I'm still not seeing where anyone else had signed up. So I'm just going to continue from here then. You're saying Google is blocking you? I'm
No,
not sure why.
no, I'm fine. I'm just typing in my username.
Okay, no, sorry, I was responding to Miss Johnson.
I'm assuming Mrs. Johnson is using her NCU email or any other Google account, but you're not
Well,
signed into EdPuzzle, that you're just actually just using the link from Mr. McCullough.
I got into the class now.
okay, you're in the class. Okay, good. Okay, I'm seeing you now. Okay. All right. So continuing. All right, I'm using my NC one. Let me check on what Miss Johnson is saying. Okay, I'm not sure.
She may need to log out of EdPuzzle and then come in just from the link you sent.
Okay, Miss Johnson, did you just click on the link or did you type in the thing itself? Did you just type in EdPuzzle?
I think her mic was giving trouble, you know, so she'd have to type. Okay.
Okay, I said I did both. Okay, I'm not sure why that is, but I will need to check on that to see exactly why that is happening and get back with you. All right, so let us continue on from here. As I was saying earlier, you can also choose to lock that classroom once all the students are actually on the platform. So what that does, it actually locks out anyone else from actually joining the class. All right, so the next thing is assignments. All right, so to actually add an assignment to a class, what you need to do is go to content, that's at the top of the screen. And from there, you can see multiple assignments that were already on the platform. You can choose to use those. However, the free version doesn't actually allows you the full use of this, right? So you won't be able to make changes to certain videos that are actually on the platform, right? So this is what an assignment would have looked like, right? So, all right, so once a video is uploaded, you can either choose to cut out different sections of that video. You can choose to do a voiceover of that video. So if you're having, say for instance, a video on a particular topic and you want to actually explain it different from what the presenter in the video is saying, you can choose to do a voiceover of different sections of that video. And you can also choose to add questions to your video. So the question types are multiple choice questions and open-ended questions. And you can also choose to add notes, right, to the video. So if an important point comes up in the video, you can add that note to that particular section of the video, right? So below that, below the video, the control tab of the video, this is where you should be seeing the questions, where the questions are at. All right, so I'm just going to play that for you to see. All right, so to the left of the screen now, you should be seeing the questions that were actually added. So it's So it's telling you that the first question that was there is what is an e-portfolio. So you watch the video and tell what is an e-portfolio. So the first question that is there, reflect on your experience with portfolios and so. All right, but for now, I'm just going to leave that. As I said, you can use videos that are actually on the platform already if you find one interesting or one that works for your class. So I'm just going to go back a bit. And I'm going to add my content to this platform. All right, so to actually add a content, you would use this button, add content button. And you can create a video. So the create video actually allows you to see the videos that are on the platform already. Right, so you can choose videos from YouTube, from EdPuzzle itself, or from Khan Academy, or different different platforms, right? You can also choose to filter your videos by subjects, just to get a breakdown or a refined filter of what you're actually searching for. So I'm going to choose say music. Okay, Mrs. T, you had a question?
Can you create a video of your own too in this platform?
Well, not necessarily create a video. You would need to create a video on your computer first and then upload it to the platform.
Got you.
Okay, so what we would have went through last week with Flipgrid, you can create those videos and then upload it to the platform and then share. So you would actually need to use your own software to create that video.
Thank you.
Okay, all right, so you can also search for videos from YouTube as well. So if you would have found a video that is interesting on YouTube, you can either choose to type that in. So you type in distance education, and it brings up different videos on that particular topic that are actually on YouTube itself, on YouTube. And as I was saying earlier, you can choose it from different platforms, from TED Talks, from National Geographic, right, from Khan Academy, depending on the video that you are actually searching for. So you see in the words distance being in those videos, right? That is because I had searched for distance education. All right, so I'm just going to choose a video that I would have created. So it's going back to content. And I'm going to add content and upload a video. I'm just going to upload. So you can either choose to upload a video from your computer, or from Google Drive. Now, I find that when you upload a video from Google Drive, it actually uploads that video a bit faster than when you're uploading it from your computer, right? And you should be seeing that the file limit there is 1 gigabyte. Right? So anything above that will not be uploaded. So let me go ahead and try adding a video from Google Drive. So I'm just going to click on one of these that were actually there already. So I'm just searching for one that I would have added earlier today. Okay, so I'm just going to upload this video. right? And you should be seeing where that video is actually being prepared to upload, right here with the name of the video. And once that is done, you can go ahead and make changes. So when that is finished uploading, you should be seeing some more things underneath the video, like what you're seeing under the others here. So this video that I'm actually uploading now is actually this video that I would have uploaded earlier. So I'm just going to click on that. All right, so once you click on that now, you can actually make changes to that video, right? So you can assign the video. So on the right, sorry, you should be seeing a few things. You can choose to delete that video. You can make it private or public. So public, as I was saying earlier, allows everyone on EdPuzzle to view your videos. You can choose to delete that video. You can choose to duplicate that video, which is making a copy of that video. And you can choose to edit that video or assign that video. So the assign actually allows you to assign it to a particular class that you're doing. Right, so I'm doing Intro to EdPuzzle now. And you can assign to particular students, or you can assign it to all your students. Right, so assign manually allows you to choose the student that you want to assign these videos to. So I'm just going to choose assign all. And you can set a start date and a due date, right? So the start date actually allows you to control when that video is made public or made available to your students, right? So you can only choose days that are either today or days that are coming up. So I'm just going to choose today's date. And you can change the timing as well, what time it becomes available. And you, as I was saying earlier, you can choose the due date. So this would be the due date section, and this would be the start date section. So I'm just going to allow that to run until Friday. So you can see that the due date would have changed to November 13th. So let me set that again. And you want to click the save button. And as I was saying earlier, you can either choose to allow your students to skip the different parts of the video, or you can choose to prevent them from actually doing that. Right, so I'm just going to choose prevent skipping, so as to ensure that they actually watch the entire video. And I'm going to assign that to a class. Right, and if you guys check now, you should be seeing on your screen, if you refresh your page, you should be seeing beside due assignments, you should be seeing the number 1 coming up. Right. So this is showing me that the students that are actually enrolled in the class would have never watched the video. Right, and you can reset students' progress. So if you want to give students another chance of submitting that assignment, you can go ahead and reset their progress. Right, but before we get there though, what I wanted to do was edit a video so that you guys can see. So now that this one is currently finished uploading, I'm just going to work with this one. So I can choose to edit this video. So as I was saying earlier, there are 3 options that you have. You can either choose to cut out different sections of the video. So either the beginning of the video or the ending of the video. Right, so usually when you're sharing YouTube videos, you may have seen at the ending where they would have some promotion, or they're promoting their next videos. You can choose to cut that out from here. All right, so I'm just going to allow the beginning to stay. All right, and as I was saying earlier as well, you can do a voiceover. Sorry that my screen is moving a bit slow, right? So I'm just going to play the video.
Did that come in my box? I played it already. How would you as a teacher know if I had watched it already?
Okay, getting to that. All right, let me get to it right there. All right, sorry, so seeing that this is moving a bit slow, let me come back to that. Okay, so you would actually go back to your class, my classes, intro to EdPuzzle, and go to the class members list, or you can go ahead and click on the video itself. And I'm seeing where you would have watched that video, right?
And you had locked it, so I had to watch the entire thing.
Yes, so you would need to watch the entire video, being that I had prevented skipping. I can go ahead and disable that now, and I can go ahead and grade your assignment as well. So you would have gotten 100% because no quizzes were added to it, right? So you get 100% just for watching that video. So I can go to previous student. I'm seeing that the next student, which is Mrs. Nariana, wouldn't have watched that as yet. So I'm just going to go to previous student. So it tells you the time that would have been spent on it, the time that you would have accessed the video as well, and the date, and the number of times that you would have watched different sections of the video. Right, so it's saying that the first 6 seconds you would have watched that 2 times, correct, Mrs. D? Mrs. Thompson?
Correct, because I didn't know if I should go through it. Start it again, yeah.
Okay, so you can actually get an analysis of what the student would have done through the video. Okay, so let me just go back to the content to add the quizzes to the class, to the content as well. So you would need to make the edits to the video. So if you choose to add questions to your video, you would need to edit it before assigning it to the class. Right, so I'm just going to click on edit. And I'm going to do a voiceover of a particular section of the video. So I'm going to start recording at 3. Now I'm not sure why the screen is jumping like this, but you may be getting this error as well. All right, so I'm just going to start recording. All right, so distance learning, I'm working on that today through EdPuzzle. Right, and just to get a basic understanding of what EdPuzzle is. All right, so once you would have made your edits or your recordings, you would just give that a little time. So I'm just going to restart the video for you to see.
Your audio isn't very clear though, Mr. McCullough. It's very muffled and very dim.
Okay, I'm not I guess it's because of the microphone that I'm using. So I recommend while making your recordings or your voiceovers that you use an earphone with a microphone. Or if you have a better microphone for your computer, then I recommend that you use that as well.
Okay.
Right, so I'm just going to continue playing the video as well so that I can add questions to that video, to the video itself. So I'm going to click on questions. So just pause the video and then click on questions, and I'm going to add a multiple choice question to that. Right, so once you click on that, you should be seeing the options coming up for you to add your question. So I'm just going to type, what is this video? What is the main idea? And I'm just going to put in a few things. Alright, so I'm just going to leave it at 2 options, but you can go ahead and add other options if you choose, right? And if you want to remove an option, you can go ahead and click the X to remove that option. So I'm just going to click on the X to remove the third option that I would have added. And for the system to actually determine which answer is correct or incorrect, you can either choose to put the tick for correct or the X for incorrect. So I'm just going to click on the X for this and put a tick beside this one. Right, so you want to put an X, you want to highlight the X beside the incorrect answers and the tick beside the right answers. Right, you can also choose to change how your answers appear. You can choose to bold those, underline, italic, right? Superscript and subscript, so you can make it a bit higher. If you have a math questions, right? You can choose to add links as well and pictures, right? But being that it is a multiple choice, then you can just leave that at that. So I'm just going to add a third choice for you to see. And once you would have finished adding your questions, you want to click on this save button. All right, so you can see now, once I would have added the question, you see exactly where in the video that question is. You can choose to move that question around, right? So once the video is played, I'm just going to show you that. So once the video is being played, then it would actually stop on that question, so the student can do it at that point in the video. Okay, so once it reaches that section, you see where the video actually pauses and allows for the student to do the question, right? So I'm just going to click continue. And I'm going to add a note to this section of the video now. So a note would be important point. Be prepared. Okay, and as I said, you can go ahead and make the same changes that you would have made to the multiple choice questions. So I just want to bold that and italize it. And then click on save. Now you can also choose voice comments as well. Right. So I'm just going to add a next note and click this microphone icon right here. So this section of the video is where we will be discussing at the next class as well. So pay special attention to this point. So just click on stop and click on save. Right. So to go. Okay. Okay, so you should be seeing that the note actually comes up in that section of the video as well. So I'm going to click play, and the note comes up, the voice note that I would have left comes up as well. Right, and I'm going to continue. Okay, so for open-ended questions, I recommend leaving those at the end for the ending of the video, being that those might be a bit long and requires that the student actually thinks so that they can give their feedback, right? So I'm going to click save, and I'm going to drag that to the ending of the video. And I'm going to click continue, right? So once you would have finished making your edits to your video, what you want to do is click the finish button at the top. Now you can also, before doing that, you can also choose to edit the name of the video. Right, so I'm just going to choose type distance learning. What is distance learning? And save title, and then click finish. Okay, so once you would have finished making the changes, what you want to do is assign that video to a class. Right? So once you click assign, you should be seeing the classes that you would have created. I'm going to assign it to Intro to EdPuzzle. Assign to all. And I'm going to set the start date to today, and due date I will set to tomorrow. So as I said, you can change the timing as well. So I'm going to set that to 2 or 3. This will be 3 p.m. and save. And then once you do that, you want to click the assign button. And as I was saying earlier, you can either choose to prevent skipping, allow the students to prevent skipping or not. So I'm just going to leave that off and assign to the class. Right. So the students that are actually enrolled in the class, now you can check again to see that video and to go through to see what is actually being in this video. Now, any questions before we move on from here?
I'm good.
Okay. Anyone else? So I'm guessing everyone else is good with this then, right?
Yes, no questions.
Yes, I'm good.
Okay. All right. So you can go ahead and try the questions that were added to the video. So for Mrs. Mariana and Mrs. Thompson, you can go ahead and try it. So for the rest that are actually in the class, you can go ahead and try signing up to the class again to see exactly what's happening. So I'm going to send the link again for the class.
I noticed that even though I said refresh, it didn't refresh. So it means I have to take the link, the same link again, correct?
You said it's not refreshing?
It didn't refresh to give me anything new. The video is the same way it was before. So do I need to go back and do the link again?
No, you shouldn't need to do that. You just need to refresh. Let me see what's happening.
But all right, let me see.
Alright, let me just try adding myself to this class.
Now it played it straight like the last time. So apparently I have to go back into your, close it out and go back into what you had sent before.
Okay, and you're seeing it?
I'm gonna try that now.
Okay, let me. Alright, so Mrs. Narayan, are you able to see the video?
Yes, I'm actually doing.
Okay.
I just copied and pasted the code that you sent.
Okay, so that's one way that students can join the class as well. So this code, they can choose to share this code with the students. So once they go back on the platform and try it, show you exactly where that would be. So being that the class is unlocked now, so what they will do is click on open class and type in that code right here. They would need to actually sign up with EdPuzzle first.
It's actually join a class. Mr. Mikhailo?
Okay, you said yes. You said you want to join a class.
No, to get in, you go join the class.
Okay, let me go back. Was that you're saying that because you would have actually been on the platform already, right? So I'm just going to go back into the class to see what's happening. Right. So once you go back on the platform, the teacher can actually see the due assignments and the due dates that were actually set in that class. So I'm seeing now where one of two students would have completed the assignment that was created, right? So to actually see what was done by the student, what you would do is click on that video, right? And it's telling me that this was turned in on time by both students, and when was the last time that they would have watched that video, right? Right, so this is telling me also that I have 2 answers to grade. Now, the system, what the system does, it actually grades the choice questions automatically, being that we would have specified the correct and incorrect answers before. So I'm just going to click on the 2 answers to grade. Right, and from there, I should be seeing their answers to the questions that the question that was created. So what are your thoughts on distance learning? And I'm seeing your responses right here. And based on the weighting, as you can specify that while uploading your questions, that weighting would be dependent on the amount of words that they would have added to that video, right? So a student that might choose to put a short answer, you may want to give them probably a 50 out of 100, or if you would not have specified that, you can go ahead and give them 100%, or you can go ahead and just tick the box to show that they would have gotten full marks, right? And if I put 80% here, or 70, we can also leave a comment on that. Okay. So as I was saying, you can leave a comment on open-ended questions, and also on the multiple choice questions as well, right? So I'm just going to leave a comment. Good job. And leave that comment right there and close that note. Right, and as I was saying earlier, you can see the amount of answers that they would have gotten correct. And you can choose, once you give them a 0, that means the question was wrong, right? And once you click the X, it means that they would not have gotten that question correctly. You can also choose to change the multiple choice, the points that they get to the multiple choices. You would have specified that already while creating the question. You can also go ahead and change that to 0, or change that to 100%. Right, so I'm just going to go to the next student. And if you check now, you should be seeing the grades that you would have gotten, and the comments that were left on your questions. Right. So the next thing that we want to look at now is the grade book. So you can see the assignments that read and the dates they were issued. You can see the time that was spent on each assignment by each student, and you can see the total score that they would have gotten. Right? So you can also see that for your other courses as well. And you can export that gradebook into an Excel sheet as well for your personal file storage. Right? And that's it for the main features of the platform. that I think that you guys will find useful. So just going to leave you guys with an assignment. What I want you guys to do is actually go ahead and create your teacher profile, right? I want you guys also to try assigning a video to a course, adding questions also to that course. I was hoping that you guys would have created your Flipgrid videos from last week, right? And uploaded that to Flipgrid as well, right? So you can go ahead. So for the assignment, what I want you guys to do for the assignment for tomorrow is create the Flipgrid, a Flipgrid video specifying the courses that you guys would have taught, or a particular course that you guys would have taught. What are the main, what the course is about, sorry, and add a few questions to that as well. And re-upload that video to this platform. And you guys can also go ahead and enroll myself in that course. I guess that's easy for you guys, right?
We'll try.
Okay, so I'm going to share also with you guys shortly and a guideline as to how to use the platform. So you can look out for that from me shortly. So any more questions before we continue? Before we wrap up? We have just 3 minutes left. Okay, no questions.
No, no questions.
Okay, all right, good. So I guess everything went well for today then. So looking forward to your assignments and looking forward to our final session tomorrow, where we'll be going through the KZina platform, right? I'm not sure what's happening with Ms. Johnson. You have a question, Ms. Johnson? Challenges that you're having that I can assist you with? Okay, then if not, then I'll see you guys tomorrow. Let's hope that we have a few more persons tomorrow.
A
So
different platform tomorrow too, right?
yes, we're going through KZina tomorrow. So I'm just going to check for you guys assignments between now and tomorrow to see what you guys would have done. But if you have any challenges, you can always shoot me an email. I'm just going to leave my email in the chat.
Do you want all of us to name the same class, so we can have all different classes and then you join it from that? So we
But
just use
no,
our list.
well, you can name your class anything that you wish. So as I was saying, the assignment is basically an overview of a course that you would have taught. So you can name that class that particular course. You can give it that name as well.
Okay.
So if it's Math 101, you can go ahead and name it that. Or organizational behavior for Mrs. Nariana.
Yes, Mr. Makala. I have
Okay.
a class already with some presentations on it, so I can just let you go in and watch those.
Okay, sure. Yes.
Right? Okay.
Okay.
I'll send you the code.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Okay, you're welcome, Mrs. Lee. Not sure why Miss Johnson was muted.
I don't know who could have muted her though, because I didn't even look at participants.
Hmm. No, we couldn't be able to stop it from here, I guess it's probably a connectivity. Let me check and show you that you have a connection.
The other thing I noticed is that we couldn't write to somebody privately.
Oh,
It
I
was
guess
only general.
it's the settings that was done.
Okay.
Mhm. So okay, well, I will share this with you shortly as well, what we would have went through, so you can go through when you have the time, Ms. Johnson. Okay, so there are no more questions, then sorry, so
The
if
recording, you do have the recording, so they could get the recording afterwards, correct?